What's going on, guys? Just going to give you an overview of the ESS kit on the 2022 F150. The 21 to 23 I believe are the same. I'm not sure if they've released the 24 and 25s yet, but nobody looks to have an install video yet on them. They just went live last week to go to the public. I went ahead and snagged them as soon as they become available for my 2022. So far, the valence piece that goes across, or I guess you'd call it the upper bumper, it gets removed, and then the front grille comes off. I'm not going to go through the process of removing those. It's pretty straightforward. There's other videos on that. Once that's removed, it's got two brackets on either side of the intercooler, one up here on the top. This has to come off to go on. The horn gets relocated over here. Normally it sits right here, so I'm going to use a bolt and go through this setup here. Instructions for the kit was pretty straightforward, pretty in-depth as far as what needs to be done so far, step by step with a PDF. I'll drop a video in here as well to kind of do like an unboxing to show you what all comes in the kit, in case you're curious to see videos or pictures of what it looks like before you buy it. Also, I guess I missed this step. Comes with the different blow-off valves. This is just a regular Summit blow-off valve that come with the kit. It's got a simple V-band connection and then a bolt that comes up here for your vacuum line. I don't know if I'll get a video of that. It takes two hands to kind of go over everything. You do have to drain the coolant and do a 90-degree relocation fitting. Comes with this section here that gets replaced with a mid-pipe connection with two clamps. You also have to take off the belt, and then I'm about to install the bolts needed here. There's a few that you have to remove from the timing cover and one from the alternator. To do that, Ford made it real easy to go in here with the draining of the coolant. I just went ahead and used a hose and it went down into a pan below, so I didn't spill anything. There is a bolt with a spacer that goes here, and then the bracket that goes here. So you'll also have to trim the valve cover right here to be able to fit this pulley without it rubbing against that. Once you get that main bracket on, this sits on it. There's 4 bolts that hold it on. Pulley goes on. Loctite the bolt, they say. I Loctited about every bolt on it just so with vibrations and stuff they don't come back off. Now it's time to do the belt. It's pretty straightforward from that point. Once you get the belt on, throw the intake on. It's got a PCV valve vent hose, goes up here. We're using the factory PCV valve hose. Evap canister deletes the factory line, tees in here, and it goes down to the blow-off valve that I showed you before. I'll drop a belt routing diagram too sometime in this video so you know how to route the belts. But other than that, it pretty much wraps it up. I'm going to swap the injectors to the GT500 injectors and changing the spark plugs over to the 2-step Coulter plugs. I'm going to gap those at 28 thousandths. Other than that, kind of wraps up nice. About to throw the grill in front upper bumper back on. Do have to cut out the grill quite a bit. Cut out that whole bottom section. Cut out all the flaps for the active grill shutter. You also have to remove the motor. So it goes from here, the center section gets cut out, and the whole bottom. Just gotta plug these back up, and then we should be good to go.